girls. Happy Veterans Day. I'm so happy to see everybody wearing red, white, and blue today because today is a very special day. And every grade level is going to be doing something in your classrooms with your grade levels to learn a little bit more about Veterans Day. We have some veterans who are coming to our building to be visitors and guests in our classrooms today. We have the mayor and a member of the township committee who are going to come and speak to some classes today. We're going to be reading stories and doing activities in our classroom, and we're going to be watching a video together right now that Mr. Fulgaris put together for us. Ooh, I'll wait for you. Yeah, because we want to have our most respectful behavior here and when our veterans and our guests are coming. Thank you, Angelina, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're going to watch a video together this morning about Veterans Day, and teachers, Mr. Fulgaris will share this link with you because there's a lot more to the video that you can show in your classrooms later today. We are also going together all say the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you are watching on the screen and you see the words "Please stand," we're all going to all stand up together and we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance together this morning, okay? And then I'm going to introduce you to a very special guest who's going to talk with you for a few minutes afterwards, okay? All right, let's watch it.
Tonight's the night the world begins again.
You probably know that every year on November 11th, Americans celebrate Veterans Day to honor the millions of men and women who have served or are serving in the nation's armed forces. But bet you didn't know the whole story behind the holiday. For starters, it wasn't originally called Veterans Day, but Armistice Day, to commemorate the truce signed between the Allies and Germany in World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. The first Armistice Day in the U.S. was celebrated on November 11th, 1919. All business was suspended for 2 minutes starting at 11 a.m., and parades and public gatherings were held to commemorate the occasion. And do you know the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day? Both of them honor those men and women who have served in the military, but Memorial Day honors America's war dead, while Veterans Day honors all American veterans, living and dead. In 1954, the name was changed to Veterans Day, following a national campaign to have the day honor all veterans, not just those who served in World War I. And did you know, for 7 years, Veterans Day was actually celebrated in October? In 1968, Congress moved Veterans Day to the fourth Monday in October so that government employees could enjoy a long weekend. But in 1975, President Gerald Ford returned Veterans Day to November 11th due to the historical significance, and that's where it sits on the calendar today. Later, America also began honoring its unknown soldiers on Armistice Day, a tradition that continues today. At 11 a.m. every Veterans Day, a color guard ceremony represents all branches of the military at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that there are currently over 21 million living military veterans in the United States. More than 16 million of these served during times of war, while 5.5 million served during peacetime only. So this Veterans Day, don't forget to say thanks to some of the millions of men and women who have served our country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
How's everybody doing? I just want to show up hands. Who here has a mother, a father, sister, uncle, any sort of family member who's a veteran? Or a friend? Okay. Alright, well, be sure to thank them today for their service. But it's great to be here. It's an honor to be here. About, 20 years ago, I know it's a long time, I was sitting right here in this seat with one single dream, and that was to be a pilot. And now, fast forward, I've flown many different types of aircraft for the Air Force and the military, and I am a veteran. I'm currently in the reserves, which means I'm a part-time Air Force guy right now, but I just separated active duty, so that was my full-time job the past 8 years. I've lived in many different states, been to many different countries. I have been over to, flown over Afghanistan and Iraq. But let me talk to you a little bit about what it took to get to where I am today. How many of you know what you want to do when you grow up? Wow, that's pretty impressive. All right, well, I'll give you a few tips, a few pointers to kind of stick to that course, and you know what, your dreams will come true if you work hard, get good grades, all right? So it all started basically here. I was sitting in the gym, you know, Mrs. Stonebreaker, she was my art teacher. I used to draw pictures of little planes. It was just a dream of mine since I was your age. From there, I graduated at Applegate, went to Eisenhower, still worked hard in school, got good grades, kept drawing my planes. Then I went to high school, and in high school is really where I only wanted to be a pilot, but high school kind of made me want to serve, give something back to my country, because some of you weren't born yet, but September 11th happened when I was in high school, and some very bad people flew planes into the World Trade Center, and I just wanted to go basically serve my country and make sure that never happened again. So I went to college, studied hard, got good grades, still worked hard, and then after college, I trained to be an officer in college, which is basically a military, or leader in the military. From there, I went to pilot training in Oklahoma, and let me tell you, there are not a lot of trees out in Oklahoma. It's a lot different from New Jersey. But I worked hard, very hard for a year, a lot of studying, and very stressful. So I trained with tankers for a little bit, and then I immediately deployed over to the Middle East. I have 137 combat missions over both Iraq and Afghanistan. And what I did was I refueled other airplanes who supported all of our guys on the ground fighting the bad guys. It was a big sacrifice. A lot of the veterans have done many sacrifices, as you'll see today. One of the biggest sacrifices, one of the hardest things, and that was being away from your family, from your friends, missing birthdays, missing holidays. But you know what? It was all worth it, because families and friends would not be able to celebrate and enjoy themselves on holidays if it weren't for the veterans, you know, for us trying to stop the bad guys from keeping us from having our freedom and doing what we love to do. So that's why you should thank your veterans today. After flying KC-10s, I taught students how to fly for the Air Force, and that was an interesting job. Your teachers have a very, very important job, so thank your teachers as well. From there, I left I decided that I was just getting kind of, moving around a lot, and I left the active part of the Air Force, and now I'm continuing to serve in the reserves as a pilot. And in summary, just keep working hard, listen to your teachers, thank your veterans, and everybody that raised their hands today, just keep in mind, if you have a dream, if you want to be something when you grow older, stick to that dream and study, it'd be great, work hard, and you'll get there like I did.
So you were interviewing with
Delta Airlines, I'm trying to be an airline pilot,
so we might see Captain Scott Weaver on a flight. Maybe you go to Florida, you fly on a certain airline, he might be your pilot one day. And all the photos that he was talking about, we'll put on the Applegate website. So when you go home tonight, you go onto the Applegate website and click veterans, and we'll have photos of Scott in his airplane, and maybe even his yearbook picture from when he used to be here at Applegate School.
okay, good luck.
Let's go to your round of applause.
I want to introduce some of the people that are here with you to teach you and to help you learn a little bit more about Veterans Day. And this is our opportunity to say thank you to our veterans here in Greenville Township, okay? You ready to give some big Applegate thank yous? All right, I'm gonna introduce these people and tell you a little bit about them, and then I would want everybody all together to say thank you. Can we do that? All right, let's try that. Let's first try it with Captain Scott Weaver from the U.S. Air Force. We have two people from the Greenville Township Committee here today, Mayor David Salkin and Thomas Cook. Thank you. We have Corporal Rory Hamill from the United States Marine Corps. Rory is a wounded warrior as well, so let's a big thank you for Rory. Also, Sergeant David Klemenko from the 77th Sustainment Brigade right here in Greenville Township, also a former Applegate student and an Applegate parent. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Captain Salvani will be here later this morning as well, so we're going to give a big thank you to Captain Salvani for the classes that are going to be seeing him later. And also a very big thank you to Miss Katie Harms, fourth grade teacher who's hiding in the background, who helped orchestrate all of our guests this morning and help put this program together, and to Mr. Fulgaris as always. Thank you both very much. All right, remember today is a day of thank yous for our servicemen and women. So we're going to remember when we meet our veterans today, and when we're learning about them, we're going to say thank you for your service.